What's going on? What's going on? Yes. Why is Winter on the show? Is her purpose just to bring drama? No. Okay, so y'all, when I tell y'all, everything that you're seeing is not exaggerated. It's not set up, any of it. So the reason why I wanted Winter to be a part of the show is because she does have an amazing story to tell. Winter was on my Not for Lazy Moms podcast back in 2020. And I've known Winter for a long time, since Chris was like playing in the league, which has been like, you know, it's been a long time, like 14, 15, 16 years. Although Winter and I have known each other for a long time, we never had a friendship where we just like hung out and sat on the phone and stuff like that. It was always like about our platforms. She has her own platform with her ministry and her relationship coaching and things like that. And then I have my parenting platform. So back in 2020, I reached out to her because I was like, oh my God, you should come on my podcast and share your story. When the opportunity came about for us to do this show, she's another person that came to mind because she was newly married. So that's why she was even introduced, because I was like, oh, you know, Black excellence, newly married couple. I'm referring different couples for the show. She was one of the couples. By the time we started filming, her and her ex, soon-to-be ex, weren't in a good place. So honestly, if they would have never like completely fell out and separated, she probably would have been the fourth couple. She probably would have been main, cast. It would have been 4 couples. So when they were, separated, I still felt like she could still share her story and help some women out there. I didn't know that all the drama that would happen, but that's the thing about reality TV, and that's the thing about people meeting new people. You never know how people are going to mesh or not mesh. So everything that you see that's happening, whether it's a misunderstanding, whether it's whatever you see, it happened the way it happened. It wasn't like set up to be this way. I had no idea. So when I'm being told certain stories, oh, that's a shadow. Somebody said, bro, what's happening to your nose?
They can't spell though. They got.
Well, they're typing, Chris. It's,
okay.
It's because he has a shadow cast on his nose. You got to come closer to the phone.
It's big nostrils.
It's a shadow on his nose.
Smell of it.
A mess. So
they had me looking for a minute.
Yeah, so that's why she's on the show, because I wanted to bring strong couples to the show. She was a part of that. When her and her ex, soon-to-be ex, separated, I still felt like she had a powerful story. She went through some crazy stuff her first marriage. In real life, whether you're married or not, whether you are single or divorced, I feel like there's somebody that can relate to your story. So that's why she's here. So I had no idea that everything would ensue as it did. There wouldn't have been a blow up if Winter hadn't lied about the conversation. Yeah, to a certain degree, yes. But either way, Winter and Ashley just weren't a fit. It kind of reminds me of when I was on that other show and I had a person who it's not going to fit ever. And that is the two of them, So either way, I don't think that things would have been good just because they just don't mesh, and that's life, But yes, if I would not have received the story as I did, things probably wouldn't have turned out how they did. But at the end of the day, whether I went back and talked to the ladies about what I was told, we would be watching the show and there would still be some blow up at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But the show has been great. Is Winter a minister? She recently said that she is now in ministry. So yes.
Hallelujah.
Chris, where's your wedding ring?
In the drawer upstairs.
Why was they so mean to Winter when you was not there? They weren't mean. Everybody expresses themselves differently. I don't think that they were mean. When I watched that episode when they were at the lunch, I didn't see anything wrong. Like, I didn't see anything that was like mean or over the top. I felt like they were some ladies having a conversation about what they felt triggered them, and then they patched it up at the end. So I don't know. Loving the show. Keep it coming. Thank you. Yes, it's going to get better and better. Is Winter really a minister? I need receipts. Yeah, look, you go to her page, Winter Williams. I think, yeah, I'm simply Winter on Instagram, on Twitter, but I think it's just Winter Williams on Instagram. You and Chris are my faves. Please allow Chris to interpret what he feels from the lady instead of telling him. If coaching is his passion, then we understood what he meant. What did you think about that?
No, initially I thought it was more so like career-wise, but Monique made a great point. Basically, what Monique said on the show, just, living through Monique, Monique kind of setting the tone on, different things for the family and stuff like that. So I thought it was initially, as far as passion and career, but it really was much deeper than that.
So yeah, I wasn't trying to like coach him. It's, what y'all have to understand is that y'all are getting
bits and pieces
of conversation. So I've not only had conversation with Terry one-on-one, Chris and I have had conversations with Terry together. So the reason why when he was asked that in our confessionals and I jumped in is because I knew what she was talking about.
And we've talked about career-wise before as well.
Right. So I was just clarifying. I wasn't trying to like coach him up or tell him what to think. Do you think Winter and Ashley could ever be friends? Absolutely not. Yeah. I like Ashley. She's dramatic. They weren't being mean. They didn't do anything wrong. Winter wants to be a victim. To each its own. However y'all feel about it, How are you and Chris' mom doing now? I really don't talk to her that much. He FaceTimes her and I'll say hi. But we're pretty much where we've always been, since we've been married anyway. We don't have any issues or nothing like that. That's what you mean. So yeah. All right. I want to try to pop some people on.
I think he at the movies. Hey guys,
what's going on, y'all? Welcome, Jamie and Arena Tyler. I see your son is up in here. Little Jamie's up in here. So listen, Jason, I see Jason up in here. What's up, Jason?
He was Tylers just beside us and he went upstairs.
Listen, everybody's loving the Tylers. That's for sure. I love how open and vulnerable y'all been throughout this whole process, and I just wanted to ask y'all a few questions. And I know I wanted to ask them.
There we go with the Q&As.
Yes, we have a Q&A.
Q&As.
Didn't I tell y'all zip it? Don't ask me nothing.
We got a Q&A. I finally get my way. So listen, we're not at a party, so we can talk. I can ask questions, right?
Yep, let's talk.
All right. So here's my question. Here's my first question. Now that you've been on reality TV and we're halfway through the season, what is the biggest thing that you learned or the biggest thing that you did not know now that you're on reality TV that you didn't know before?
So for me, because of course we're new to this, when I thought about filming for the show, I just thought it was going to be like our everyday daily routine, like showing our business more, I mean, of course they showed us hanging out with the family and things like that, but I just thought it was going to be just a little more of really what our reality looks like as far as our day-to-day activities. But it wasn't. I didn't know that we're going to be filming like hours and hours for each scene. I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Just for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they cut it down to like 2-3 minutes.
2-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just been a lot, it's just totally different for what I expected that was going to happen while we were filming for reality TV. What you want to add, Jamie?
I learned that people do anything to be on TV.
That part.
They just make up shit, start shit. It's terrible.
Yeah, I definitely feel you for that. That's one thing I always say is that everything can start out like gravy, but then when them cameras turn on, sometimes people turn up and
That's what
you're
I'm
really
talking
shocked
about.
by it, and it's just like, whoa, you know. So I do
Right.
appreciate that we still have our cast group text.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody is still friends.
We're
Everybody's
still
That's
still
because
friends.
the
friends.
main cast understood the assignment.
Right.
It's the outsider that don't.
Right. Okay. All right. Chris, did you have a question for them?
Not
Whether
yet.
it's for in regards to the episode or just in general?
Um, do you regret going on reality TV, or would you do it again?
I don't regret it at all. I mean, I love filming. I love showing a part of our family dynamic. The kids enjoyed it. We enjoyed filming with the children. Well, our kids, our grown kids. I think it was a great experience overall. It's just that I just didn't know how filming was going to go. You know, I just
Right.
thought of it just, oh, they're going to follow me while I'm working out. You know, they're going to follow me while I run my business. You know, I just didn't know. But I would do it again. Absolutely. I would definitely do it again.
Okay. All right.
Right. I think one thing too you got to keep in mind, and me
Hmm.
and Monique, we know this. They're gonna stick to a storyline to appease the audience at the end of the
Right.
day.
Right.
If they're just focused on your business all day, people probably get bored. People want to see drama. It is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Jamie,
I
what
just
what do you
wish
think?
they show a little more because of course I was doing acting while we
Yeah.
were
Yes, you did.
filming. You know, I was featured in a couple of movies. You know, they didn't show that, so I did want that to be shown.
Hmm.
Mm,
I
yeah.
have an online boutique that was cut out. You know, I would like for people to know about my boutique.
Yes,
You know, because
iVision.
that's how I make my money. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have different streams of income. I have several businesses, and the real estate is not just one.
Right.
So I
Right.
wish they could have kind of like focused on all of the businesses, but I
Mm-hmm.
get it.
Yeah, I think as we get more episodes
Hmm.
and as we do more seasons, it's like one thing I learned about reality TV is that it's a marathon. So like people will learn one thing about you one season and then they'll see something completely different the next season. They'll see things kind of open up.
Right.
And one thing I think one of my biggest things that I learned about reality TV even now is that when we're filming, it's 100% real. It's 100%
Right.
reality for us. We're
Yeah.
giving everything, we're giving our all.
Hmm.
But then when the show is on TV, it is entertainment.
Right.
So they're only going to take the most entertaining parts of you, of your life, of the
Yes.
dynamic, and that's what is going to be shown. So yeah, I get it. I get it. It
Yeah,
is
we see
that
that
is the
now.
hard part. That is the hard
Right.
part because it's
Yeah,
like,
we see that.
especially yeah, especially when you know, like the whole scene, what happened behind the scenes, and what
Right.
happened while you were filming. Yeah, it can be
Yes.
frustrating at times.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think to answer your question, I would do it again. But I think y'all know me well enough now. I don't like people talking about me. So I had to get used to that. I'm still getting used to it because I'm more of a, like she called, a bulldog. I like confrontation. And for somebody to sit on their phone and just talk shit, it's not sitting right with me. But I get it. It come with this world.
Territory.
So would I
Yeah.
do it again? Yes, but if it's something I don't like about it, it would be that. And there's nothing you can do about it. They can tweet whatever they want. They could talk on blogs all they want. There's nothing you can do. So somebody being a rookie in this, getting used to that is definitely tough for anybody coming in this space.
Hmm.
But the
Yeah.
reward I feel is bigger though. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And the piece of advice I gave you, Jamie, and I know you're in the social media world, you're a party promoter and all of those different things. That's how you make bread. But for me personally, I just don't even read the comments, because it's going to be some good ones, it's going to be some bad ones. And if it's going to get under your skin, don't even read it.
Yeah, and just like you said, Monique, one week they're gonna love you, one week they're gonna hate you,
Oh
Right.
depending
yeah.
on what's being shown on TV.
Oh yeah, it
So
changes every week. That's
changes
why I
every
don't really
week.
get caught up. Yeah, I don't get caught up into the commentary or the comments as well because you do realize that down the road, everything that people are complaining about, they'll get
Hmm.
clarification later, you know?
Right.
So yeah, it's like literally, it's like you just hold your breath from episode 1 all the way up until when the reunion starts. And then it's like, okay, now we can talk. Because now you're gonna
Yes.
get some clarification,
If
you
the
know?
Ooh, and I
so
can't wait for reunion.
Ooh, child, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So
Um,
someone was asking about my boutique. It's called iVision Boutique. So if you do iVisionBoutique.com, that's the
yes.
name of
And
the
what's your
boutique.
handle? Because it's iVision Boutique too, right?
Yes, iVision Boutique 2 on Instagram.
yeah.
Did y'all have any questions for me and Chris?
So what about you guys? I mean, you all been in the reality show world for quite some time. So what do you think about the new franchise? Because you're coming from Bravo. So what's your
Yeah.
experience so far being with Kingdom Reign and OWN Network?
Yeah. So filming and all of that, completely different. Like, even to the point where the behind the scenes support has been like overwhelmingly wonderful. You know, like just being able to feel like I'm being heard out versus somebody trying to force you to just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
it's like they're more understanding. The production crew was amazing. I like that they didn't really get involved while we were shooting.
Right.
They just kind of let us do what we do. The thing is always going to be the same as far as the editing goes. The one thing that I don't like right now is
Hmm.
that most of the arguments that people are seeing with me and Chris,
Hmm.
it's at the end of the argument where it's most heated versus showing the buildup or what we're even arguing about.
Right.
So a lot of people are just like, whoa, like, what is going on? Like, the
Right.
last time we saw the Samuels, they were on a stage where they were like together, united, defending each other.
Hmm.
And then now we're thrown into, they're in a tough time in their marriage and they're arguing and we don't even know what they're arguing about. So
Right.
I wish that there could have been more context. That's not totally their fault because a lot of stuff that we were dealing with happened before we started filming.
Right.
So certain, like even when they were talking about the list, that was something that we were dealing with before we started filming. So they didn't get to capture that.
Right.
So but I feel like we were able to clear up a lot at the reunion and kind of give people more backstory as to what I am frustrated about and what Chris has been dealing with, you know?
Right.
So
What
what about
about
you?
you, Chris?
I will say this. I'm not gonna hate on the other show. It is what it is.
He's not drunk.
No, no,
He
no,
literally
no,
just started
no.
drinking.
That's a
I
lie.
didn't say you was drunk, Chris. She's
No,
reading the
not you.
comments.
I'm
I'm
looking
not
at the
tripping.
comments.
I'm,
I'm just clearing
I'm
that
gonna
up.
forget the question in a minute.
Oh, he about to forget. And you don't have CTE.
Come on,
Okay.
Chris.
So you ain't gonna use that as an
I'm not. I'm
excuse.
not drunk for real.
Go ahead.
No. So seriously, I'm not gonna hate on the other show. The situation, it is what it is. Everybody knows the truth behind it. We were treated unfair, but anyway, I will say this: coming on a new network, it's been a blessing in a sense because I feel like they're showing most of the truth of every story. You know, I don't think that they're manipulating to try to play
No.
somebody out to make them a victim or make them the villain per se. It's real story. It's real life. You know, with Monique, I do feel like it's a lot of backstory that wasn't shared to the show to show why she's upset about certain things. But as far as the producers being truthful, being honest, making us feel comfortable, that's what makes me comfortable, allowing us to tell a real story of what we're going through. And it's been very fair, in my opinion. So I'm pleased with the network. I'm pleased with what they're doing, what they're putting on TV.
You ready for season 2? It sounds like it.
We'll pray on it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. No, it's cool. Like, I mean, I'm not tripping. Like,
Christmas. It's funny because I was live the other day and
Uh-huh.
somebody asked, they was like, what made you get on reality TV or who encouraged you or something like
Hmm.
that they asked.
Hmm.
And I said, y'all are never going to believe this
Monique was thirsty
answer,
for it. She wanted it so bad.
whatever.
No.
I said, y'all will never believe this. I said, but Chris is the one that encouraged and pushed me to do reality TV.
And let me,
I was the one saying no.
Really? We
no, but
didn't
let me,
even know
Yes.
let me,
that,
let,
Chris.
no, let me say this. Before I was naive, I didn't understand how nasty it could be,
Me either.
and I didn't. I know. So of course I'm looking at it on TV, and it was like the first episode of RHOP, and it wasn't nothing real nasty to it. So I'm thinking it'll be fun. I think Monique can go on there and promote her business stuff that she was doing, her music and everything else. I didn't know the depths of how low people would go for TV and fame and money. I didn't
Right.
know how low that the network would go and allow certain things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing what I know now, I would have never suggested it. But
Wow.
God had a vision, God had a plan, and Monique is doing well. We're doing well as a family.
That's
And
good.
I think that it's been good overall because sometimes you got to go through the storm. Snakes have to be revealed, you know, and that allowed us to see certain things, you know, people in our circle that wasn't for us.
Right. Look,
Yes.
Monique, we always hear the Tylers are clout chasing. They always wanted to be on TV. Can you let these people know that you reached
You've
out to
been
them?
TikTok
They
Listen.
act
famous,
like I'm
girl.
like bringing your phone off the hook. Like, please put me on
No.
No.
TV. Please put me on TV.
Let's get this clear right now. I popped right up in Raina's DMs, like, who are you and why you ain't on TV? You know what I'm saying? And we would talk just in DMs, and I would be like pressing her, like, girl, you need to be on. And that was the other show. I was like, you need to be on the show. Like, what's
Right.
going on? And then when this opportunity came about, I called Raina and I said, hey, I know you ain't want to do it in the first place, but this show is a different type of show. And we talked about it. But no, I reached out to Raina and Jamie and was like, hey, let's do it. You know? So yeah, no, it wasn't, y'all weren't clout chasing. Y'all were saying no. Y'all were like how I was.
Right. I was
You
like,
know what I'm saying?
oh, here we go again. But I'm so glad we said yes. And it took a lot of convincing for this one because he didn't want to go
Yes.
through with it. Originally, he didn't.
Okay.
Well, I would
Yeah.
say the cast that you put together is the reason why I said, yeah, it was anybody else, I wouldn't have did this shit.
Yeah.
Because it's just, well, you know what we going through with somebody, but it's just that world. I don't have time. I don't have the pace. Don't come from my household, my family. I will turn to a whole nother person. And I
Right.
think y'all seen it.
Yeah.
He'll turn into the bulldog
All right.
The
that Terry was
bulldog.
talking
Worse than
about.
that. You saw that person 2 weeks ago.
Ooh, y'all wait till y'all see the reunion. All right,
No,
y'all.
look,
Thank y'all
not even the
so.
reunion. Episode 7 next Saturday.
She got the
They
episode
gonna
down and
Oh,
everything. I don't even know what episode we're on right now.
y'all about to see.
come on, Chris.
You don't be doing no
Look, we
type of
might have to
promoting the
watch 7
show. You
together,
don't do no
guys.
social
Look, I'm
media.
on the show. I'm on the
That's not
show,
enough.
and I'm
Chris,
being
we
It's
need
not
you
vulnerable.
to
enough for
work
you to
this
I'm
just
more
be
social
on
vulnerable
media
this
than
shit.
I've
shit.
ever
You
been.
being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Boy, bye. You need to stop. All right, y'all. I'm about to see who else I can get on here.
Y'all have a
Let
Okay.
me
Well,
see
good
who
thanks
else
night,
is
for
family.
available.
We love
calling
y'all,
in.
man.
Thanks
Yes,
for
thank y'all
having
for
us
hopping
on.
on with
Thanks,
us.
guys.
All right, y'all. Have a
All
good
right.
All
night.
right,
Good
y'all. Be
night.
good.
All
See
right,
y'all in
y'all.
the group chat.
All right now.
Who you pulling up?
We're gonna see first. Ah, Winter.
Minister Winter.
Minister Relationship
Winter,
Coach Winter.
Chris looks shocked.
Look, I sent invites to everybody. I said, we'll see
Oh
who responds.
goodness.
What's up, girl?
Yes. Not much. It's been a busy week. Listen, I've had one promotion to graduation. It's been crazy, but it's good.
Wow. Wait, who
Yeah.
graduated? Because we were texting earlier. You told me somebody graduated.
So my son that was in the episode tonight, he graduated high school tonight.
Oh
Oh my
wow.
Yeah.
God.
Did
Congratulations.
he play sports? Did he play sports too?
So he's committed and he got a scholarship to play for Alberta University in Pennsylvania.
Yes, that's good.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Congratulations to him.
Wow,
he's
that's
headed
He
there.
looked
awesome.
like an athlete.
He's a corner. He's
Good.
actually a corner. So
Yeah.
he's
Wow,
a good corner.
congratulations. No, first of
Yes.
all, that scene tonight with you and your kids, I just thought was so beautiful to hear their perspective. And your daughter is so freaking mature.
Yes, she is.
Oh my God. Like, and it reminded me of how our kids are when they were like, hug it in. And all just being silly. Like, that's how my kids are. It's so cute. So
How?
no, I
They
really
are
enjoyed that.
That's
awesome.
age.
They are so
Yeah.
awesome. She'll be 21 this year.
Okay, I ain't
So
want to ask that. She's
Wow.
young, so I guess you can tell that age. But she's very
yes.
mature. That's why I asked.
No, she's definitely my I call her Mama Bear number 2. And I feel like of course I try to watch out for them, but they try to watch out for me. But
Of
she'll be
course.
21 and has just, she's been through it with me. So I think it was great for people to see my kids and hear from them because they've been here with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think we've kind of only gotten either my perspective or Kevin's perspective, and you hear him actually speak on my kids. So to hear them actually speak for themselves and not have either one of us give context, it was really great. But it's like she spoke like an adult. You know what I mean? Like she gave
Yes.
real time responses because the audience doesn't realize this, but my oldest daughter actually lives with me full time, and she's lived with me full time since she was in high school. And so she came to live with me. She did private school, and she's been here the whole time. So she saw the start to finish with Kevin. So to
Okay.
hear her perspective being here full time, I just think it was incredible. I'm so proud of her. I can't say enough. She's a junior. She goes to a HBCU. And so
Okay.
she's a junior. She's wanted to be a teacher. And so I don't know. I'm proud. They made me proud tonight. Like I got a little teary-eyed speaking back, on it in the confessional. But, I don't know. It's just nice to see like, okay, we did something right.
Right. Listen, no, I love it. No, that was a beautiful moment for sure.
Yeah.
What wasn't so beautiful is all the confusion that's going on. So, so first of all,
Sweet Jesus.
yeah, this season has been very incredible. Before you hopped on, people were actually asking me, like, why did you bring Winter on? And I told them when I initially wanted you on, you and Kevin were in a very good space back then. Once things happened, y'all separated. I still wanted you on because I felt like your story could impact people.
Yeah.
We've known each other for a very long time, but our relationship was more so, I say friend. And the reason why people look at friends and they think that, oh, if you say friend, that means you talk every day. That means you hang out. That means you know your innermost secrets. But when I say friend, there's different levels to it.
Yeah.
You and I know each other from the NFL world. That is a total different type of relationship that a lot of people don't understand because of that bond, that sisterhood. You know how it is.
Right.
That is more of what our friendship has always been. We've never like hung out like that. We've never talked on the phone and kiki. It's always been like, hey, this is what I'm doing on my platform. What's going on with your platform? By the way, how the kids doing? Checking in. Since filming the show, how have you been dealing with just being on reality TV, hearing the judgment, whether it's good or positive, and then being able to move in this space leading up to the reunion?
Yeah, so I'll speak on the friend thing. We busy. I don't have time to sit on the phone all day.
Right.
And I just really think that people have to understand context. Chris knows this, being in the NFL, you're busy. It's not like we got all the time in the world to be, going to dinner and lunch every day. So that's just not the reality. So I completely agree with your context of our friendship. That said, I think there's been mutual respect on both sides. Filming the show, I think once Kevin and I kind of went south, remember I called you guys were on vacation at the time, and I was like, hey, I need to talk to you, because for me, it was like, we're automatically out. You know what I mean? Like, take us out. We do not need to be involved. Because for me, what people don't understand, I was just finding out things real time, and I didn't know what I was dealing with. A lot of the drama that kind of revealed on the show, I'm learning over a 6-month period. So I really just opted out. I'm just going to be honest. So when it came around again in the form of the live podcast, I was like, cool. I'm just thinking it's a one-time thing. I think that's important for people to know too. So I'm thinking it's just, one time, let's get it in, here for it, good, moving onward. I had no idea that, it would really work out to me being integrated more into the show. That said, I'm going to be honest. I have really, really thick skin. I think really going through the drama with Kevin, some of the back and forth I feel like I have with the other castmates is me kind of dealing with things real time. Unfortunately, what people probably don't realize about me, and people who know me really well, is that I am very opinionated. Very opinionated. I do have a tendency to be sassy and feisty. That's a part of my personality. Now, I will say I've gotten better, but it's still in me. It's a part of it's just who I am. So I will say what somebody should have told me was just stay off Twitter. I think if I had stayed off Twitter, I would be good.
I text you that one day, just like, stop, please.
You should have took my advice. I don't know how to work Twitter, so.
Chris, somebody should have just said, listen, get off, just stay off, don't get on, leave it alone, and let people just think what they want to think. So once I finally got off Twitter after my one Twitter incident, I've been good. Like, I understand that from week to week, based on what it showed, people are going to have 1 week they like you, 1 week they hate you. It's just what it is. It comes with the territory. Right. I really don't feel any kind of way about people like coming from, I saw the comment about how do you feel about people coming for your hair? I shaved my head myself. I made the decision to cut my hair. And it's been that way for so long. Like 5 years, 5 or 6 years. I know it's been a long time. That to hear people make like a comment like I did that just because of Kevin, I'm like, y'all, I got better.
No, your hair has been like that for like 5, 6 years. So just to clarify, people, she's been rocking that hairstyle for like years. That had nothing to do with the first divorce, nor did it have anything to do with Kevin. That was something that you did. Like, it had nothing to do with any of those things.
I like to explore. Seeing as how Corey, who does my hair, is on here, he's the one that even made me start growing it back out. Like, I would have left it. I would never change my hair because people disagree with it. I feel like we really have to stop that with Black women. I don't like that. I just feel like we should be able to do what we want to do. Whatever you want to do is good, but I don't care. People are always going to have an opinion, and I think people are entitled to have one because I have them. So,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't feel any kind of way. I think as long as I'm off Twitter, life is good.
Okay, I have one more question for you.
Sure.
That is, I heard a few of your comments when you have done interviews or even just live where you refer to yourself or us as characters. Do you feel while you were filming, whether you're looking back on it right now or while you were going through it, do you feel as though because of maybe what your perspective was about reality TV, did you feel during the process that you had to be a different person or character while you were filming versus who you actually are?
I think it's half and half for me, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like sometimes I did feel like it because in some instances, you guys know how these things go. I feel like in some instances, I may have wanted to respond a different way and I didn't. And I feel like I almost had to kind of figure it out and play into it. In other ways, I feel like I'm exactly who I would be. I feel like it's half and half. It really just depends on the circumstance. I will say, for me, I dialed a lot down when we had the dinner scene.
Okay.
There are some winter ways that I would have preferred to lean into, and I didn't. And there are some times where I feel like how there might have been some suggestions where I really wish I would have just been like, girl, hush. Don't do it. Don't respond. Don't. I don't know. So I feel like it's kind of half and half. It's almost like I learned recently that there's a perception that I'm the villain when I'm like, what? Me? The villain?
There's a perception that I am too at times. It comes and goes with reality TV based on what the scene is. But I will say, I did not know certain things about you that I actually learned while filming the show.
Yes.
And then even after. And I remember we had a conversation while we were filming, and I said, well, Winter, you have to keep in mind that, since we're filming a reality show, if you're giving me certain energy, I have to respond to it. Yeah. You remember when we talked about that? And I said, you're putting me in an awkward position.
I remember that conversation very well. But honestly, in retrospect, now having gone through the first season, there's a lot of comments that I feel like you would make. Now I feel like was maybe trying to give me help. I didn't I'm so serious. Like, I really just didn't pick up on it. Now I'm like, oh, now I get it. You know what I mean? It's almost hard to say how you would or wouldn't respond until you're in it. Right. But now I'm like, God dang it. Let me tell you, if there's a season 2 and they ask me back, I would move so differently just because I understand. It's almost like certain things maybe that's brought up, you can just choose not to participate. I don't know.
You definitely have the choice. It's not an expectation for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't want to give too much away because obviously we're on episode 6. We have episodes 7, 8, 9, 10, and then reunion. And I feel like a lot of people will have a lot of questions answered by then, and then we'll hopefully do another recap. Yeah. But girl, thank you.
Let me ask you a question.
Who's got questions, y'all? Go ahead, baby.
Seriously, I understand the tension between you and Kevin, but has this show created tension with other people that you're connected with? You know, whether it's kids or so on and so on. You know, because a lot is being revealed on national TV. So has it created a lot of tension between other people?
So I will say, as far as my nucleus and like extended family and friends, no. Like I'm pretty fortunate that people who know me know me. Like I don't have to explain who I am to people who know me. A lot of the tension has been external. You know what I mean? And I'm just being real. Like I haven't had an issue with my children's father. Like he understands, like it happened. There's actually something, and we'll get into it at the reunion. There's something that's brought up that isn't all the way discussed. You guys know I am transparent. If I'm willing to come on this show and discuss something very personal, I'm just willing to do it. If I can't, there's a reason why I can't. So that's kind of the unfortunate part.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
That puts me in a weird position where I personally wouldn't mind going there and explaining some things, but I can't because of the other party that's attached.
Okay.
So, and that would be a major issue. So it's what it is. I feel like you don't come on a platform like this and you can't be willing to hide and kind of cover up. So I really try to be just me. I try to put it all out there. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and it's unfortunate, but for me personally, no, it hasn't impacted anybody close to me, not even extended. I actually spoke to everyone that would have been involved in any capacity, and everyone was very clear. So I'm respectful of what everyone has shared, that they would anticipate me kind of carrying regarding them. Okay. And I've respected that in every single way. And so I'm proud of myself, because it's not always easy, because people dig when you're in reality TV.
Yeah.
and the reason why I asked that is because if you look at it, you signed up for it. You know, we signed up for it. Kids didn't sign up for it.
Yes.
Old relationships didn't sign up for it. But they get drug into it, and that's why I asked you that. And you hit on exactly what I was kind of hitting on. Yeah. You know, and without saying it, you know, because I care.
I'm trying to be mindful. I'm trying. I'm getting better. Week after week, I'm getting better. But definitely, yes. So I can honestly say, for me, I haven't had any issues whatsoever. Everyone, honestly, has been very supportive. Even my kids. Like my kids have been on board the entire time, and my youngest is like, she just wanted her 1 minute of fame, and she got it. So I'm happy that she's satisfied. But everyone's good. We really have carried on outside of the show. I mean, for me, life has continued on, but I tell people all the time, I'm a mom real time, and I still have littles that are very much involved in different things. So I really just went back to work, went back to being a mom, and seeing as how I had a son graduating high school, I really had to jump back into making sure that, you know, he had what he needed, because, you know, it's a big deal for him. So that's really kind of where we've been. So I'm very happy. You know, we got a chance to kind of look ahead. Can I just say, between you and Chris, I really appreciate how y'all like really carried this show. For me personally, you guys being my only like true connect, it's been a good experience for me. Yes, are there some things I would do differently? Of course, but I try to extend grace to myself, and I'm human. I don't always get it right, but I just think this has been a dynamic season, and I'm very proud of it. So
thank you.
Thank you guys for considering me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. That's one thing I said. Like, I mean, there's obviously in reality TV, you're never going to like 100% of what is shown on the episode, because there's always going to be context that's missing. But overall, I feel like this season, and now that we've actually saw all the episodes, because we had to before taping the reunion, I feel like this season was amazing. Like, I feel like all in all, it was a great season. So I can't wait for everybody to see more. But yeah, thank you so much for hopping on with me.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes. All right, girlie. All right, have a good
have
night.
A good night.
All right. Okay. Let's see if I can get the Silvers on.
Type in third leg. And maybe it might pop up.
Oh, wait, he's upstairs. Babe!
I just texted him too.
Chris told me to
He
type
might have
it
left
when I
out. I
couldn't
don't
get
even.
y'all. When I couldn't get y'all, he
Yeah,
told
I
me to
can't
type
text
it.
him. Chris, text him. I don't know. I heard the door open. He might
I
have left
told
out.
Monique to put in third leg. He might jump on that end.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
y'all
Did
had
y'all see him trying to be serious? Talking about I have such a serious a problem I've always had to deal with. Asshole.
so funny. I thought he was gonna talk about his height.
No. Asshole. I feel like my phone is low.
Oh my God, I was cracking up. He was on here. He was on here, but it's like I'm trying to like have him join and it keeps saying no.
Y'all did a
You
good
text him?
job. Yeah, I
Y'all
texted him.
did. No, y'all
No,
were
y'all
funny.
hilarious.
Y'all was funny.
I laughed. You know, I didn't even get to watch the whole thing for real. I'm literally just getting
Oh,
in from
he
Ashton's
said he
recital.
left.
Oh,
I
he,
know.
Oh,
I heard something beep.
he's talking about Ashley. She probably a jump on. We already got you on.
so he went to work.
He went to work.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, no. So first of all, how are you loving or not loving reality TV?
She loves it. You're a star, girl.
I love it. You know, just to me, it's almost just like a little tiny step up from what my normal life has been, you know, with being like popular or where you are, like even just being like younger and being like the popular girl in school. Like there's people who didn't like you, there's people who liked you, there's people who talk shit about you, there's people you talk shit about. So
Right.
I just feel like it's been a continuance of that, honestly. Now it's just like somebody in Milwaukee talking shit about me. But it's fine.
All over. But no, it's so crazy. I told you, I remember when we were at we had dinner. So for everybody that doesn't know, before we started filming, the Samuels, the Silvas, the Tylers, and the Lions, we all went out to dinner. And we just wanted to just talk and just, you know, be open with each other about what we were hoping to gain from this experience and how we would move. Because at the end of the day, nobody's marriage should be destroyed by doing this show. And that is something we ain't talking about each other's kids. We're not going there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a whole talk. And I remember that night, I told Chris, I said, Ashley is reality TV gold.
I think I talked about my underarm pussies that night.
You did.
I let Chris. I tell you, whenever I make Chris crack up, that's when I know it's funny.
No, you know what's funny? They're not gonna probably. Well, they didn't show it because it already happened. But I was like, that's the side chick right there. It's two of them.
It's both of them. Yeah, they tucked away tonight.
Oh my God. But no, y'all, when I tell y'all, Ashley is hilarious without even trying to be. Her and Chris have that in common. Y'all will just have a general conversation, be dead serious, and everybody's cracking up laughing. And y'all are looking like,
right. I'm like, what is so funny?
Right.
And then I hate when I'm like, no, I'm trying to be serious, and y'all are like laughing.
Right.
I'm like, now I can't even get my point across because everybody's laughing.
It's so funny. And then I love like you and Quick. Y'all, I swear, y'all remind me of me and Chris so much because Quick will be trying to like drop his vitamins and he'll be his vitamins and minerals. And then Ashley will be sitting right there calling him out.
Like, sir, please shut the fuck up.
So funny. Quick is like, yeah, we do date night every week. And then Ashley's like, when's the last time we had date night? A few weeks ago.
Exactly. How is that every week?
Oh my God. No, y'all crack me up. But somebody said Chris isn't funny. He seems like a loving, chill husband. Y'all don't know Chris at all.
It can't be funny.
Unfortunately, y'all didn't get to know him more than what you already have known about him this season. Maybe season 2, if we get a season 2, you'll get to really know Chris. Because no, y'all have no idea. Like Chris is a whole fool. Whatever. All right. So when it comes to what you've seen so far on the show, and without giving too much about reunion, what is your biggest, like, if we do season 2, this is my boundary. I will not go and cross this boundary that I've set for myself.
Not really that I set for myself. I have you know, over the past couple of years, I've tried to just grow as a person, and I try to always give people the energy back that I would want them to give. But I think I'm not doing that anymore. Not right now. I think I decided to start giving people the energy that they give me. And you know, sometimes it's not always a good thing. And I feel like this show really made me do that. I don't think that I can really, especially being on television. I think what people forget about reality television is that we have to relive this. So, you know, if something happens to, you know, in our normal lives, we talk about it, we deal with it once, twice, we're done with it. On a reality show, we got to talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Then months later, we got to re-see it and now have, you know, millions of people like put their input into it and things like that. So that is really hard. So I feel like some things that maybe in real life I would have let like not slide, but like skid a little bit. It's like, oh hell no, we're not doing that. Now we got to talk about it. We got to go there. So yeah, I don't know if I have any boundaries for myself, just with other people. Like knowing if like when somebody ain't dealing with you, not fooling with you, let them not fool with you, not deal with you. Keep them there. We don't need to be around each other.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's a good point because, and that's the thing about, I'm glad you made that point about reality TV and reliving things, because it's like you live it and then carrying from scene to scene is one thing, but then confessionals, and it's not just reliving it. You have to actually take yourself back to that moment and remember how you felt in that moment, even if you already went past it, you've gotten over it, and it's months later. You have to actually,
like we just did our last confessionals, what, like 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And what you guys are seeing now, the episodes that have been on so far are January and February.
Yep.
So, you know, to have to go all the way back to something that happened January 30th, I'm like, Jesus. Like, you know, I'm over that. I'm past it. But it's like, now I got to relive it.
Right, right. And somebody said forcing fake friendships. That's the one thing that I'm grateful about with this show. None of it, we didn't have to do that. Now, when it came down to you in Winter, Raina in Winter, bumping heads, the only force was the fact that, like, we got to complete the season, and I got to figure out how to get these women together again. And it makes sense for us to actually be on the same page, and y'all will see how things pan out. But the one thing I love about this show is that none of us acted like we just had these deep-rooted friendships right when the show started.
They wasn't having it. Quick and Ashley wasn't having it.
No,
most of us weren't acting like we had these deep friendships. Because I thought some friendships were deeper than they were.
Which a lot of people, because I told everybody I don't want to spill too much before reunion, but a lot was revealed at reunion that you were shocked about, Quick was shocked about, Jamie and Raina were all shocked about. So yeah. But the thing was, I tried to make it very clear from the very beginning that we were like social friends. Like we were in social circles. We would do things together socially. But I wanted people to actually watch us navigate something that could possibly turn into friendship, sisterhood, brotherhood, family type of situation. So that's one thing that I am grateful for, and I hope that it's translating to people as they watch. So
I'm reading some of your comments too. Wait, oh shoot. Oh damn, I can't get it now. But somebody said they don't like how I kept bringing up Winter's relationship. I don't know what show we're watching.
Right. No, it wasn't. I don't know what show they're watching, but Winter talked about her relationship first episode, and then at the vegan dinner, and then that was the point that you and Raina, from what I watched at the lunch that y'all had together, y'all were saying, we are tired of hearing about your relationships. We want to know about you.
Yeah, and what you guys didn't get to see at the Ocean Prom lunch is that I said those exact words to her. I was like, I don't know your middle name. I don't know your favorite color. I want to know if you like walks in the park. Like I said those things are like, this is what I wanted to know about you. That's another reason why I was just so shocked at how you guys' lunch went down, because we genuinely left on okay, let's start over. It was bad blood. We got off on the wrong foot. We're going to try this again.
Right. I didn't get any of that information until after we filmed our scene at your event. at the lunch that I had with Winter. So basically, I mean, I guess we can get into this. When Winter and I sat down and had lunch, I just got back from Africa. I literally touched down at around 6 o'clock the day before. After almost 24 hours of traveling, I woke up in the middle of the night at around midnight to discover an email from production saying, you have lunch at 11 a.m. I had to, at that moment, get up, retwist my hair, do a style to it, pick out clothes, and be ready. When we went to lunch, I had no idea all that went down at their lunch while I was gone. To the point where at the end of our lunch, I said to Winter said that she thought she was uninvited from your selfie event. And I said, well, I don't want to just have you come and Ashley doesn't want you to be there. So let me text Ashley right now and see if it's okay for you to still come.
Yeah.
So I text Ashley. Ashley responds and says, I don't have her number. Go ahead and send her the information. Yes, she can come. So I'm like, okay, well, Ashley said it's okay for you to come. So it ended. And I also said, if I have time and time permits, while I'm at the selfie event, I'm going to talk to Ashley and Arena and see if we can figure this thing out, because it has to be just a misunderstanding. And that was that. Then we get to the selfie event, and I know some people thought that maybe I just like invited her to come and she just showed up, or I don't know. But if you want to elaborate on that more.
Yeah, so no, I mean, no, what you're saying is true. So like I said, while we were at Ocean Prime, I was supposed to have another event that I ended up not having, but I had invited all the ladies to that event. And then I ended up not having that event, and I had the selfie event, and you texted me like, hey, can she come? I was like, yeah, I don't have her number, send her the information. That was that. I would not have extended the invite if I felt like we left on such a bad note, especially if someone came to me saying, you know, everything that she told you about, you know, we've heard rumors about your husband and whatever in the streets, and like all that shit. Like I've dealt with that with her, and yeah, I don't know, Monique. I don't know. I know y'all was social friends or whatever, but yeah, that was a pit for you. Yeah.
I just had Winter on my live before you hopped on, and I basically said, you know, we talked about how everybody has their own definition of friendship, and ours was more like because of the NFL world, and we never hung out, we never had lunch, we never kiki, nothing like that. And she acknowledged that as well. And I even told her while we were live that there were certain things about her that I had no idea until watching the show, or even while we were filming the show. Yeah. So, because the only thing that I've ever known about Winter has been about our platforms. So we go more into that. What's up, Brent? We ain't out here spilling too much tea, Brent.
Our producers on here.
He is the man.
Brent be
but yes. But yeah, so basically we go into more of that as y'all will see the episodes unfold, and then as you'll see the reunion as well.
I really even with tonight's episode, with the whole Winter situation, I literally said again, like, look, we're done with this conversation. If we're gonna move on, we're gonna move on. If we're not, I'm fine either way.
Right.
We don't have to see each other again.
Yeah, y'all just didn't gel. It is what it is. Y'all just didn't gel.
And that's okay. That doesn't mean that you don't like somebody or there's beef or animosity. Like everyone doesn't mesh well together. Right. You know, it's just it is what it is. I have people who I've formed very fast friendships with, very fast connections with. Like you said, you and I, the day we met, literally, we got each other's numbers that same day. Yeah. A week later, we went to lunch. You know, you were with me and my sister and my best friend. Like, sometimes you mesh with people, sometimes you don't. And that's okay. And sometimes it takes a little longer. Right. And then sometimes it just doesn't happen at all.
Yes. Absolutely. Look, well, I'm loving the season. What?
It's my turn.
Oh, look at Chris.
I heard you asking questions and everything, Chris.
I know. This is new.
No. Now that I kind of see how things rolling with the show and the production and everything, I'm a little bit more comfortable. So I think I'm going to dive a little bit deeper in. But anyway, so I got a question.
Give us depth? You want to give us depth?
Yeah, I'm going to give a little bit more. Oh, please. So no, let me ask you. So Quick, I always been in the limelight. Everybody know who Quick is. It is what it is. me and my wife, we always felt like you was a star. Now that the world's basically getting to see it. So without saying any names or singling anybody out, how are the people around you affected, or how are they treating you? Have you seen any difference? Are they supporting you? Is it shadiness? Some people around, don't name any names. I'm not trying to get you caught up, but I know you can handle it. But you're a star now. Like, people know who you are.
I named some names, but
yeah. So what I'm asking is, are you being supported by friends and family around you, or do you see somebody where you give them a little side eye, like, I think they're a little jealous?
For the most part, like my core people, the people who I felt I knew were going to support me, have supported me. They react the same. They treat me the same. There's no real difference. But there are some people that I have been a little shocked about, even from the time that the show got announced, like when it was just like a rumor. When they had that god awful flyer going around of all of us, that
oh my God, when they leaked it,
right from that time to once it officially was like announced by OWN and everything, there are still some people who have not said like congratulations, have not said like anything. Wow. And then I'm like, oh, that's wild, because I see you under all these random ass celebrity comments and liking shit. Oh, you see that though?
And let me say this. Don't disregard those signs of what you see.
Oh no, I don't.
Pay attention.
Remember everything.
Yes,
I remember it all.
Yes, because that'll surface later on to be serious later on. Let me just say that. Yep. It's a red flag. Don't disregard it. Note that and know what you're dealing with, because if that's your people, they should be celebrating you. They should be rooting you on. They should be with you. Like my girl coming up. It's always been about Quick. She's been holding it down. Nobody knew. Now that you're a star, because you are a star, note that it's a red flag and know what you're dealing with, and you feed them with a long handled spoon, please.
Yeah, I'm not even going to feed her with a spoon. It's more like at the hibachi restaurant when they like...
and you got to catch it.
Right. You catch it. If not, you're going to be hungry.
And then it bounce off your mouth and you miss
it.
No doubt, but that's something that I was thinking about, because Quick always been in the limelight. You've always been a star, but now you're in the limelight. You're a star, and people around you change. They reveal themselves.
What he's saying is, you have some people who are even friends and family who are fine with you being Quick's wife.
Right.
They're fine with you, being Quick's wife. But now, Quick, your husband.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some people can't handle that. Some people can't handle when it's your turn. You know what I'm saying?
And they should celebrate.
And it's like, right. It's like, wait, I've been doing what I've been doing, and I'm still me, but it's just because of the fact that the spotlight is more focused on you as Ashley versus you being a wife and a mom. And some people can't handle that. We've experienced that, And
let me say this. How are my questions tonight? They've been good, right?
Yeah, you're doing good.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah. I'm very proud of you too, Chris, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because, I understand what it's like to be married to someone who talks a lot. We have that in common, Chris.
I like her mouth.
Well, I hope you do. I hope she put it to good use.
Both of y'all can kick rocks.
No, I like her mouth. She got a good mouth.
So with you guys,
no, in the good
how
way.
was this experience different from, the other show? Because Chris, it was more so about the ladies, more so about the women, Monique, how does it feel now that we get to see more into your marriage, into, your personal life, besides like, just a little sprinkle here and there?
You asking me or Chris?
Both of y'all.
Okay, so
all right, let me go ahead and spit it out. I want to talk. It's my turn. So before, like you said, on Bravo, it was more about the women. And, the guys were just extras. But if a guy messed up, they were going to try to expose you and make a big story out of it. And they ain't giving us no money. They're giving it all to the women, and they try to dog the guys out. It is what it is. That's a thing, water under the bridge or whatever. On this show, we have a voice. It's a focus on us as well. I don't feel as though that I took full advantage of that like Quick did. Quick run his mouth a lot. Yeah.
I like his mouth too.
I talk too much.
No, but I love Quick. Quick is very good. He's great TV, but he's being open. His story is amazing. Don't get it twisted. I was a little bit more like, I don't care nothing about this, whatever. But I do like that we have a platform to voice our opinion. It's two sides to every story. In the marriage, you have a husband and a wife, and then you have the truth in the middle, or something where they need to meet on common ground to have a successful marriage. I think for the most part, in this first season, I voiced some things, but I didn't voice myself a whole lot. We were really going through a tough time in our marriage, and my number one thing was trying to protect our marriage and save our marriage. But Monique was like, you ain't being real, just be real. So season 2, I do plan on being more open and vulnerable. But I will say the Oprah Network, the production company, Carlos, they've been amazing. For the most part, like, they allow us to tell our real story. It's not an ambush situation. It's not a situation where they will let anything fly, whether it's attacking a child, where attacking a marriage. It's like real story, real life, what's really going on. And I appreciate that, because if it's something where I feel like I'm going to be ambushed every time or set up every time, I'm going to shell up and I'm not going to be open. It's supposed to be reality TV.
Right.
And if you're going to always try to ambush somebody or hurt somebody or try to just get anything for ratings, then we're going to shell up. We're not going to be a part of it. You even look at the other show that we were on. It's some guys that's married. They don't even come to the reunion anymore.
Right.
Because they're like, all right, if you're only going to try to expose me and make me look bad and you ain't giving me no check, I ain't coming.
Or a voice.
Right. So who wants to be a part of that? Money and fame ain't worth it if you're going to just try to tear me down and damage my relationship. We have ups and downs. Ain't nobody perfect. It is what it is. But for the most part, I just want to tell the real story of what's really going on. And Monique put it out there. At first, I didn't really like it, but then I embraced it. And then watching all of the episodes, because we get them earlier than y'all because we have to film the reunion, I saw some things that Monique has been saying to me for years, to where I really didn't see it before. It was in one ear and out the other, like most marriages a lot of times. And I'm like, all right, it's some things I need to work on. And I embrace that because I want us to have a successful marriage. I want us to work.
And that's the thing, like, you know, I'll read some of the comments, and I know you guys have already had to go through that. And I'll say, well, actually, if your husband working so much, won't you just leave him? What?
That's the dumbest shit ever.
It's like, what is the what?
Hey, you should have asked them, were they married or were they single?
I mean, it's just the craziest thing, and a lot of times I don't even need to ask them because I can tell, like, from that response, you know what it is. It's like when you're in a marriage is work, you know. And I've seen people say comments about you guys like, oh, they're 10 years in and she still don't know him. And I feel like more so,
and we're getting to know each other.
But
and
yeah, but more so what it is that we grow in life. Life is much different now from when you guys met, or, you know, the space that you were in, age, everything plays, you know, a part into it. And I don't think that people who are not married, especially for a long amount of time, understand that. We change, we grow, and sometimes we're not changing and growing at the same pace, you know. So marriage is an everyday, I don't want to say struggle. Struggle is such a tough word, but everyday something.
No, I agree.
It's constant. It's a choice.
But it's so
every day you have to choose to be married, because you can easily just be like, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with this anymore. I'm done. But you have to choose every day. Like, I want this marriage. I want this man. I want these children in this household to stay intact. It really is a choice. But for me, I love the fact that this is a show that's centered around couples, because some people don't understand why you react the way you react when they're only seeing one side of you. So when I kept saying, when I was promoting the show and I kept saying, get to know the full picture, get to know me in the full picture. You can't know me and why I react the way I react if you don't see my marriage, if you don't see me as a mom, if you don't see me in my home, and then around my friendship circles, right? So like for me, I might react in a crazy way to my friends because of something that's going on in my house, you know? For Chris and I, when we were going through everything that we were going through when we started filming, it was, shoot, I want to say that. I want to say too much because I'm like, I don't want to reveal too much of what we talked about at the reunion. Right. It was good stuff. But what I will say is that I love the fact that people can see that there are difficulties even when they think all is well. And one thing that really used to upset me about RHOP when I was on that show they kept trying to paint a picture as if I was with Chris because of his money.
Mhm.
They wanted to show this whole like kept wife, which I'm
Yeah.
not at
Right.
all. Like I
Right.
bust my tail. And I wanted people to also see how lovable Chris is. The reason why I love him, the reason why I'm with him, has
Mhm.
nothing to do with finances. It's everything to do with the type of man that he is. He has integrity. He's strong. He's grounded. But we both need work. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, and we both choose to work on each other and work on ourselves, even when it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
You know? So a lot of what people witnessed when we were arguing back and forth wasn't comfortable. So if you're watching it and you feel uncomfortable, imagine living it, you know? Imagine understanding the full context of why we're arguing. So it wasn't just something as simple as nitpicking. It was like we were at a do or die phase of our marriage,
Mhm.
because when you keep trying to grow, and if you're both not growing together, and then on top of that, you're still needing certain things that you've been wanting and requesting your entire marriage, and now here you are, it's not going to always come out nice.
Yeah.
You know, and as you'll see, as you know, as the episodes progress and as you see in the reunion, you'll see more of the why, the how, and all of that stuff. So, but yeah,
I'm really excited for people to see this reunion. I don't even know.
I bet you are excited.
I need to see. I feel like I need to see it first. Shit. I'm nervous. I got home and the other day I was like, ooh.
Did I do that?
Right. Did I do that?
yes. It was insane. Like the reunion was it was pretty epic, y'all. Like it was really good.
It was a reunion.
Yes, it was. It's
That's-
Jamie. Jamie must be in here. Brent said it's the transparency for me. Yes, Brent. Now you can really work him season 2.
Yeah.
Make sure you pull it out of him.
And I'm gonna be asking y'all some hard questions too, because you know I always got the questions.
Oh yeah. Oh, you be coming with some good questions. All right. You asked us one question. Do you have another one for us before we go?
Let me see.
What you drinking?
Orange juice, but my neighbor just came in. I promise you, it's like orange. I feel like it's gone. It's freaking regular orange juice. But my neighbor just came in, so now I'm not about to be drinking orange juice. But what else was I about to say? No, I'm just, I am excited for this journey that we are all on. I'm excited to seeing our show grow. I'm excited for us to get an official word about season 2. I just,
Oh, we got an official word?
No, she's saying she's excited, about
to get there,
Yes.
when we get it, once we get it. But it was good talking to you guys.
All right, I'm about to go meet quick at the club. I'm gonna holler at you.
Yeah, right, Chris. We know you ain't going nowhere.
Chris ain't going nowhere. Bye, babe. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Oops. Okay. Tasha.
Hey.
What up?
Hey, y'all.
Girl?
How y'all doing?
Doing good. Where's Neil?
We're here.
What's up, Neil?
Get to the meal. Yo.
So what are y'all thinking, and what are y'all thinking about these episodes as they unveil and just the whole process of reality TV? So for y'all that don't know, Tasha and Neil are official friends for Love and Marriage DC. I've known Tasha for, it's been what, like 6 years?
Yeah, about 6 years now.
Yes, Tasha I've known for a long time. We've actually been friends. Like we've actually
Absolutely
been in touch with each other throughout the course of the time. So for people who don't know, when I was on RHOP, Tasha is the one that's responsible for most of those Afrocentric hairstyles that you would see that I would rock. So
Black Power.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tasha had her own hair salon. She is a stylist, but she has retired, and now she does real estate and has her own real estate company and has been booming with that. Turned into a family situation. Husband, daughter,
to put these people to work.
real estate agents. Yeah. So the Lion's Den. So tell us about first of all, let's talk about the reality TV of it all, as Brent loves to say. And just tell us, what do you think? Like, what have your overall thoughts have been as you watch the season unfold, and even while we were filming?
So it's crazy because, we're filming, so I know what's going on, but then to see scenes that I wasn't a part of and seeing how that unfolded, and
Yeah,
it's just like, oh God, just seeing it from a different lens, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's so crazy. And I don't know. So like even with the cast members themselves, like Ashley, oh my God, she is hilarious.
Yes, she
Like,
is.
oh my God, hilarious. So the thing is with the whole, you got it?
Yeah,
So the thing is with the whole filming, um, learning everybody's personalities and just trying to film a show where you're trying to form a friendship. You don't really know everybody and you're just trying to learn everybody's triggers and stuff like
Right.
that or whatever. It's crazy because I don't know. Oh my God, it's so hard to explain.
Right. And also just the fact that what I love, and I was just telling this to Ashley, what I love about our show is that we are showing people, and we've been very open about the fact that we're learning each other as the audience is also learning us, you know?
Right, right, right,
And it's so funny now watching it back because we've grown so much as a unit since then. Like we
right,
text every day. We're always talking. We aren't just like filming and then we're done with each other. Like
right, right,
we have kept it going, and our relationships have developed and grown so much since we wrapped, you know.
right.
So it's
yeah.
gonna be interesting, like when they give us season two.
I know, I
You know what
know.
I'm saying? To like
And it's
just
funny.
see how things unfold then.
And it's funny too because when you mentioned that, I said it on I had an interview with Keisha the other day and she basically asked like how was my relationship with Winter? And that's one of the things that I mentioned, it's different with when you're trying to get to know the core group, so
Right.
it's hard when there's some friction between some of the castmates. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt,
Right.
so I see us, we're forming and bonding and, trying to create a friendship and build a friendship outside of filming.
Right.
So,
Right.
so I didn't want to, I just felt like, okay, well, let me just contact Winter just to see, if she want to chat and have some lunch or whatever, just so I can get to know her personally outside of filming as well.
Right. Right.
But I reached out and just like nothing. So it's just like, I wanted to have that opportunity to kind of, just kind of see who she is too, but
Right. No, I got you. No, because I mean that's what I was saying, and even I had Winter on earlier. But even when I was saying before, I was live the other day, and I was telling people I was like the when me and Winter went out to lunch, that was our first time ever going out to a one-on-one lunch. Normally it's like
hmm
an NFL wives lunch, and it's a bunch of women
hmm
there, so it's nothing that's been like that direct. Also, when I had posted our picture when y'all all came to my house and we hung out for Memorial Day,
hmm
everybody was like, oh, wait, they thought I was being shady or they thought there was some
right,
shade there. And I was like, no, me, Tasha, Ashley, and Raina, we have a group chat and we talk all the time. We talk every day. And y'all were just like, all right, when is Samuel's pool opening? I'm like, all right, let's
right,
get together. And it just happened that way. So it's not like anybody, like we're all actively pursuing each other outside the show, and that's just
right,
what it
right.
is, you know.
And that's
So
what I love. That's what I love. Also,
It's great. It's definitely great.
yeah.
I just love the transparency of this group. Like the chemistry, like I just feel like everybody has been open and vulnerable and everyone has been open to tell their story and tell it truthfully, so I
Yes.
just love just the transparency that everyone is giving. Like that makes for a great show. And then the comedy aspect of it, like
Yes.
everybody is hilarious.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have
y'all
so
some
much
funny
fun.
people, man.
Oh my
Y'all
god.
some funny people.
Yes. So for you, Neil, how has it been for you just from, because most times men don't really get into reality TV. They don't watch. They're kind of reluctant to open up. So how has it been for you just like watching and then knowing what we filmed?
Well, it's crazy for me because I don't watch reality. I watch First 48 and that's it. That's the only reality TV, I watch. But it's crazy because I know I did watch you on the other show, as you like to call it, by you being family. I was like, okay, so I watched that show and it was now being in it, seeing how things play out, seeing how you watch things as it's edited throughout the season. It's weird. It's weird. It's very, very different. Very, very different. And but as the time went on, filming more, it became a little bit. It was kind of enjoyable. It was cool hanging out with people, the cast, learning everybody. It was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
think it was a good. I really enjoyed it.
And it's so crazy because everybody's always like, who are the Lions? We keep hearing people talk about the Lions and Tasha and like, who are they?
Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
Yes,
and I'm like, we're here.
They're gonna see more of y'all the second half of the season for sure. And get to know y'all better, especially when shoot, I can't say that, I guess. I don't want to get too much away.
No, don't give it away.
Y'all will know. Y'all will know. But so Chris, did you have any deep questions?
Not yet. Keep talking. I'll think of something.
I know one thing I do want to know. Chris has been asking the other couples, being that you're in this reality TV space, has it changed the dynamic of any of your relationships or friendships since you've been on the show?
Yeah, is it anybody you look? Yeah, that's a great question.
You've been asking it.
But
that's a great question.
No, it is. I came up with. I know it's great. No, it's me. I mean,
genius question.
But at the end of the day, like, without revealing anything, but is it anybody? And don't name them, but you looking at them side eye, like, are you happy for me? Like.
So I have basically the same exact response that Ashley just had. Like, there are people who I thought would support us and support this journey and just be happy for us, but we're not getting that, you know? But we have so much support from people, you know, we have a great support system. So the people who aren't supporting us, it really doesn't even matter because there's so many people who are rooting for us and who like, we don't see y'all on there that much, but hey, we happy that y'all even got this opportunity. I'm like, yeah, I'm grateful for this opportunity. So, and I'm grateful for the support system that we do have. Like, It's so crazy how it's strangers and people who you would least expect to be so supportive of the things that you're doing and you're being elevated in life. And then the ones who's supposed to be as, you know, close to you, you're not getting that, you know?
Right.
So
I look at it as always some underlining there, man. Always been, you know, people that don't support you but they'll support somebody else who's not even as close to you, you know, to them as you are, but they won't support you. It was always some, you know, it's for a reason to me. I don't care. You know, I could care less, me personally.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to root your friends on. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, it's a weeding out process. I feel like when you elevate certain people, I ain't supposed to go into the wilderness and come out on the other side with you. You know?
Absolutely. And that's my thing.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So I felt like some things are supposed to be revealed. I think we talked about this before, Monique. Some things are just supposed to be revealed to you before you're elevated to another level. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't belong on your journey with you. So sometimes God will open up your eyes to certain things and certain people so you'll know who to take on your journey, you know? So
right. And also too, like, reality TV is very hard. It is not easy. So the people that's around you, that's been around you for years, that say they love you, that's when they should embrace you and support you and love you more. And reality TV, it's not easy. So now that you actually are being elevated, that's when you need them, you know? But at the end of the day, sometimes, you know, it happens the way it happens. And like you say, everybody's not meant to go with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Chris, what made you open up so quick, man?
Why?
You opened up, man. You gotta start opening up, man. It's
to be honest with you, you know, watching all of the episodes because we had to film the reunion in LA. Just watching how they showed everything, like they showed truth, you know, for the most part. True enough, some of the stuff probably didn't get told the whole story, but for the most part, I don't see anything of an ambush situation. I don't see anything of attacking people that shouldn't be attacked, that didn't sign up for it. So I feel like they're showing truth. They're showing real story. And it's enough great TV and real story. You know, nothing's perfect. So they've made me feel a whole lot more comfortable of really opening up and talking about personal things that I've never really shared with a whole lot of people, just by showing truth. I don't want to be a part of anything that's going to, you know, create anything for ratings or drama. That's not what I'm about. I
Right.
do feel it's, for the most part, most of the cast, we understand the assignment. Like somebody said earlier, we're going to give great TV. We're going to talk about real life situations, and that's enough for the fans. But as far as attacking and tearing down marriages, I don't want to be a part of anything of that sort.
Nah, me
So
neither, man.
now that I kind of see where we're going, and hopefully we stay on this path and this journey of where we're going, I will be more willing to be open and share and talk about personal things and real ups and downs of marriages and family and everything of that sort. So
Did
that's
you
why I'm a
cry?
little bit more open. And then the wine was a little bit pushing as well.
You think you're gonna cry? You gonna cry?
I've cried before over my family, and I'll cry again because I love
I
them.
did see that before, man. Strong brother to do that.
That's
Hey, I
right.
got one more question for you, Mo.
You said what?
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Is this the first time like you've had backlash? I heard you say it one time before, like people were saying like, you was picking with Chris a little bit sometimes in the beginning when y'all had those scenes. Is this the first time you've had backlash or people kind of like go at you that way since you've been on reality TV?
No. What? People hate
Really?
me.
Really? But you got like a Beyonce beehive. I thought you got a Mohive. You got a Mohive, man. Ain't nobody messing with you.
I got a lot of people that support me, and I got a lot of people that don't like me as well.
Really?
And I definitely have had. I remember after when I was on RHOP and the fight aired, I had a post of me and Chris and the kids, and people started commenting before the airing of the show, the episode, and they were commenting about the episode. So I said, pause. I said, I will give you a picture so that you can post your comments under. You're not going to post that under my family picture. And I posted a picture of me. I was in a workout outfit. That dang on post had like over 20,000 comments, and it was not good.
Wow.
But I just allow people to just get it out. Like whatever it is that you feel like you need to say, go ahead and say it. It's fine.
Right.
But no, I've always gotten backlash. Even when see, that's the thing about reality TV. You're always gonna have people who can relate to you, and then you're gonna have people who can't. You're gonna have people who like you and people who you don't. So there's never gonna be any scene ever where you're gonna have 100% support.
Right.
So, but what I do appreciate is that in those moments, those were real moments. People didn't get the full context, but what you saw was very much real,
Right.
And a lot of times how Chris and I are when we do talk to each other, a lot of times like I'll have these in-depth conversations, and a lot of times Chris doesn't respond. He'll just kind of like, okay.
Right.
I'm like, I said all of that, and you just gonna give me the okay.
Right.
So, but that is how it is. And I know some people would try to hide that or guard that. Some people would say, I would never say that on national TV to my husband. That's disrespectful. But there are people who can appreciate what I'm saying. There are people who can appreciate that exchange because they go through it with their spouse. And I felt like in those moments, I'm fine with being open and vulnerable because I feel like it'll help me, it'll help our marriage, and it'll also help other people who are going through the same thing. So if I got to take one for the team so that somebody else can be heard in their marriage who wasn't being heard before, I'll take one for the team,
It's worth it. Yeah, it's
we
worth
have a lot of people that when they look at entertainment, when they look at social media, they don't want things that will trigger them because they don't want to feel uncomfortable. And a lot of people who have the most to say are the people who are looking at themselves and they don't like what they see about themselves. And they have a hard time dealing with it versus saying, you know what, I'm just like that and I need to work on it. I'm not afraid to admit that there's things that I need to work on. I'm not afraid at all. I actually appreciate reality TV in the sense that it forces you to deal with yourself, to deal with some issues that you normally would just sweep under the rug and just let pass by. So it really makes you deal with it because we not only have to deal with it while we actually live it, we got to then deal with it when we watch it on TV. We got to then deal with it when we're doing confessionals. We got to then deal with it when we're on social media engaging with people. So it's like, hey, this is the best therapy ever. So, yeah.
Well, I do thank you guys for Monique. No, I really do want to just thank you for even reaching out to me and even asking me, did I want to be a part of this, reality
Yeah.
world, So I do. I appreciate you and Chris. You guys are family.
Yes,
I
I
do. I
appreciate
appreciate
y'all
you.
We
too.
love y'all.
And
Y'all.
y'all's children. No, I appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah,
Thank y'all
thank
for
y'all so
hopping
much,
on with
man.
us. I can't wait to see
Appreciate
more
y'all.
of the Lions on the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Yes, it's gonna be good.
Appreciate y'all for
All
sure.
right, y'all. Y'all have
All
a
right.
good
See
night. And
you.
All right,
You
you
I'm
too.
gonna
too.
go ahead and end the live as well because I am tired. I'm going to bed, y'all. My voice is darn gone and everything.